Don't come to Shaq to get your money back. But first, the dumpy guy in pajamas may want out of the Bahamas. Fox News has confirmed FTX founder and natural breast model Sam Bankman-Fried has agreed to be extradited to the U.S. He was indicted in New York federal court last week on several counts of conspiracy and fraud, and his legal team planned to fight it, but then reversed those plans after being denied bail in the Bahamas. Meanwhile, Shaquille O'Neal, or as I like to call him, Shaquille O'Neal, trying to distance himself from FTX after being a paid spokesperson for the company and being named in a lawsuit for it. Said the big fella, quote, "A lot of people think I'm involved, but I was just a paid spokesperson for a commercial." Now, I don't think he knows what a paid spokesperson does, but I get it. I once did an ad for Cars for Kids. I played the drums. They threw me out of the band for drugs. What do they know about fun? So what exactly was Shaq's involvement? Here's the original ad.
I've done a lot of my life. I play a little basketball, sometimes I DJ. I'm just an everyday guy who puts on his size 23 shoes and checks his FTX account. It doesn't matter what I look like. You know what? This thing is bugging me. Can you help me with this? Turn it off.
Hey, it's Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm excited to be partnering with FTX to help make crypto accessible for everyone. I'm all in. Are you?
Wow.
So what made that endorsement so odd is that last year Shaq said he was avoiding crypto because he didn't understand it, which seems like the opposite of all in. But you know what happens once you throw money at people? They end up like me, taking pole dancing classes. But now he's one of several stars named in the class action lawsuit against FTX and its endorsers. For more insight on all this, we have a surprise special guest. Joining me live from the Bahamas, FTX founder, Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam, thanks for taking time to speak with us. How's it going in jail down there? The conditions are pretty rough?
It's brutal, Greg. I mean, they want me to go to the exercise yard twice a week. They want me to shower twice a week. I've never done those things. But the worst part is there's no vegan food, so I'm worried my testosterone levels are plummeting.
I just hope you're keeping safe. What do you think about Shaq trying to distance himself from FTX and his endorsement?
The real fraud is Shaq pretending he's not a crypto expert, Greg. I mean, that's like him pretending he doesn't know about pain relief for car insurance. It's like a basketball player. It's like a basketball player that can't shoot free throws. But the worst part is I haven't heard from Tom Brady since I gave him that marriage advice that he should try to sleep with 8 other people at once.
What do you plan to do if and when you get out or get extradited back to the U.S.?
Well, you know, maybe I'd like to look forward to proving my innocence, of course. Maybe get a mammogram, but I'm definitely not suicidal. I'm not going to hang myself in my jail cell.
That's important. I hope that never happens. Sam, thank you so much. We're going to check back in soon to see how you're doing. That was Sam Bankman-Fried, everybody. Jimmy, one day you're going to be a paid spokesperson. You know it. God knows what it's going to be.
I love it.
Should they be responsible for whatever they? I mean, if they were responsible, you would not have paid spokespersons anymore.
No, that's the reason why they won't be held accountable. But let's be clear, because we are bagging on his appearance, which I feel bad doing because I look like a before model.
Yes.
But the truth is, this is really sound investment advice, okay? You never give your life savings to a guy who shows up to the meeting in shorts and a stained T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of a business transaction that begins with, "You're not a cop, are you?" You know it's not going to be legit. But the reason people felt comfortable doing so is all of these celebrities who co-signed it, like Shaq, like Tom Brady, like Larry David, who got out there and were like, "This thing's legit, I'm all in." Bill Clinton did a symposium with this guy in the Bahamas, and he showed up to that in shorts.
Right.
Like, it's bad when Bill Clinton thinks you need to put on pants.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Nicely done.
People threw their money away.
Yes, that was good. Kellyanne, would you ever endorse something that you didn't understand?
No, Shaq's got more endorsements than Donald Trump, and probably not as good a track record at this point. Also, guess what he said in the ad? He didn't just say, "I'm all in." He said, "I'm going to make crypto accessible to all. That is the biggest pitch possible, that everybody should feel comfortable getting a piece of the action. Oh, look at it. It's going 20,000, 30,000. Forget that you can't see it. Forget that the Sam Bankman-Frieds of the world. It's always the people with all the names on these. They sound so, the fake accent. They sound so important.
Don't
it's
trust,
just a lot of names.
Don't trust any hyphens.
Well, and for a man who's not married. Anyhow, but Shaq, this is somebody who's endorsed. He owns like 155 guys. He owns all these buffet. He's a guy who's endorsed everything from Chris Christie to Comcast to hotels to. So this is somebody who does. He's worth $500 million. I read today. He doesn't need to endorse one thing. I think they should be held accountable because of what they said in the ads. They didn't say this may be good for you. Check it out.
Right.
They said I'm doing it, and you should too. I mean, when Tom Brady talks, I listen.
Yeah. Well, not just you, lady, huh? Kat, what do you think? Should they be held accountable? I don't know, because one day I'll be selling something.
Yeah. I also, I feel like I could never personally hold Shaq accountable for anything. No, he's such a likable man.
Yeah. Right.
I don't care. He could endorse killing my entire family. And I'd still be like, I love how he did that little shimmy thing that one time.
The weird thing is, it turned to me to do it.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna get mad at Shaq because he's Shaq. And if you're that lucky where your face makes everybody be like, yeah, you're right, you gotta make all the money off that you can.
Isn't that the point, that maybe they bought crypto because it is Shaq?
Yes, it's the point that if you were this guy, would you not do it?
No, I would. I don't know. I don't know. Mikey, what's great about you is if you ever were endorsing a product, it would be something that is deliberately designed to hurt people. So it's like you come out and you go you just aim this thing, dead cat, and boom.
Yeah. There's no liability.
There's no liability. There's liability for you if it doesn't kill somebody.
Right.
I tried to kill Cat.
Yeah. It's a win-win.
Yeah,
right there. Look, I don't know if you know this, but I run a global intelligence and security and risk mitigation firm.
Not anymore.
Portman Square Group for all your global intelligence risk mitigation services. And we have people who do a great deal of due diligence on investments.
Yeah.
We have people who do a great deal of fraud investigations. Mm-hmm. Now, the connecting thread there is that we have almost never conducted a fraud investigation where on the front end there was an appropriate level of due diligence into the principals of the entity involved.
Got it.
And whether it's Madoff or whether it's Sam, it's always the same. There's always a willingness to just set aside the simplest part of any transaction, which is the due diligence up front, and just go with it. And so, Tom Brady and all these others, and I agree with Kat, who cannot like Shaq?
Did Shaq tell you no, he wouldn't endorse it?
Yeah, well, but with Shaq and with all these other characters, the people who are responsible really should be their agents, right? Because they're
why are you always blaming the Asians?
I'm just saying.
I'm not even kidding.
My ugly racist children.
Agents. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got to move on. I was trying to make you nervous.
Move on.
That's all we're going to talk about. Up next, did Spielberg defame sharks and their name?
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.